tell us about your time at school with school rugby. I mean, knowing you personally a little bit and actually having seen some of your games at the end of high school, it was interesting to see you weren't actually even in the first GPS team, which is the selection of, the best players from all of the schools. I think you're in the second, correct me if I'm wrong. And I know that it can be very political in school selections and whatnot, especially in the GPS comp. But how did you make that transition from, seconds player in the GPS, which is still obviously an amazing achievement, but how do you go from there to being a professional sevens rugby player?
Yeah, you're very right. You're bang on. I think in year 11, I made the second. Actually, made the third
Oh,
GPS team, and then I got pushed up. I think there's a bit of school politics or whatever goes on behind closed doors, and got pushed up into the seconds. For the listeners that don't know, GPS is kind of like the big rugby schools in Sydney, so it's quite competitive, and there are some very good footy players in the teams. But I remember thinking, oh shit, I don't deserve to be here. I remember being quite off it, and I had a bit of pressure on me. My back was against the wall, and that was probably the first time I realised I was good in situations when my back was against the wall. People were doubting me, and people were saying, "Oh, I'm too small," or whatever, whatever. I kind of started to realise that I had nothing to lose, and I enjoyed that situation. So I think being in that third seconds kind of area really pushed me to strive me to prove people wrong. And from that, I kind of made New South Wales teams, went into schoolboys, and then the ball got started getting rolling. But yeah, if I look back on it, that was kind of the first moment where I didn't make the top team, and I was like, "What is this?" And then I was like, "Hang on, back against the wall here. Let's go."